podcast. The name is Becky K. The last time you heard my voice on Capitalk 100.4 FM was on Thursday afternoon at exactly 2:45, if I'm not mistaken, and I left you in the capable hands of Easy Jones. Now we are back on a Monday with something different, with the twist to the program. And ever since we turned 7 years old, there's been, some changes to some of the things that we're doing. The last time we did this, we had like 9 contestants who were battling it out to get a stand or to be in the running to get a stand. Now we are down to 5 contestants, and this is the final round, and this is where we pick our winner, like once and for all, finishing clar. So and we now know who the owner of that stand is, worth $10,000 from Reltaville. Thank you, Reltaville. Thank you, Capitalk. Now, I'm not the one doing all the talking today. I leave you in the hands of our quiz master, Mr. Steve Vickers. I'm still watching you today, Mr. Vickers. I'm still doing it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, pulses all over. I hand you over to Mr. Steve Vickers as we continue to the final round of the stand competition. Who is it gonna be? Mr. Vickers, over to you.
Hey, thank you very much, Becky. Good afternoon. Yeah, this is one of the biggest moments in the history of Zimbabwean radio, because we are giving away a stand to one lucky listener, courtesy of Rialtaville. So this is a big moment, and the next few minutes will determine who is going to take the prize. So we have a stand in Norton, as Becky says, worth $10,000 to give away, courtesy of Rialtaville. And Nigel from Rialtaville is here. We'll hear from him later on, but endless thanks for making this possible. The biggest prize ever on Zimbabwean radio. Only one other station has done this. That was Star FM. So this is absolutely groundbreaking once again. So this is the final round of the Capitalk stand giveaway competition, marking, of course, our 7th anniversary, #7 and up. Thanks to Rialtaville. And greetings to all Capital 100.4 FM listeners. So what we did, we asked you to enter the competition on social media. We picked out 10 finalists, and we had the first round 2 weeks ago, and we picked the 5 highest scoring to come back today. And the highest scoring in this final quiz will win the stand in Norton, courtesy of Rialtaville. So let's get to say hi again to the contestants. First up, Ron, just step forward. We're live on Facebook. You can watch what is happening here as well. Ron, introduce yourself again, please.
Good day, Capitalk listeners and all you fans out there. My name is Ron Fourie, 44 years old. Very privileged to be here. I'm a horse trainer manager, but I'm very excited, and I'm very grateful to the whole team and Realtor as well for this opportunity.
That's great. I know horse racing fans. They know the Fourie family at Borrowdale Park. Very big history there. Have you been swatting up, learning stuff over the past 2 weeks, Ron?
In between work, I've tried, yeah.
Okay, right. Then, Malcolm, introduce yourself to us.
Good afternoon, Zimbabwe. My name is Malcolm. I'm 31, and I'm looking forward to this quiz.
Where do you stay, Malcolm?
I stay in Glaudina.
In Glaudina. You were the highest scoring 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, and I hope today I will maintain that again.
Yes.
Okay, Mildred, do greet listeners and introduce yourself again, please.
Okay, my name is Mildred. I'm 34 years old. I'm happy to be here. Thank you to Capital and Director.
Right, how have you been over the past 2 weeks? Have you been nervous about this? Have you been preparing?
Just trying.
Right, welcome back to our youngest contestant. Yeah, let's learn more.
I Capitalk. I rate of you. Doesn't need you fire as you to this great thing. But
All right, and you're 19, correct? 19 years old. Wow. All right, and our final finalist is Nikki, the microbiologist.
Yes. Good afternoon, Capitalk listeners. My name is Nikki Kaningoni. I'm from Marlborough. I'm a scientist.
Right. Welcome back.
Thank you so
How
much.
have you prepared for this big day?
It's been so intense. It's been quite an intense journey.
Yeah. Okay. All the best to all of you. For purposes of transparency, we are going to do a draw to determine the order in which you answer the questions, because I've got 5 lots of questions here. But for transparency, we're going to pick out the order that you answer in. So, and Yaraza Makombe, the Capitalk 100.4 FM station manager, is here. And Nyari, you can pick out the names. So this will be the order that they go in.
Thank you, Steve. Oh, here it goes. Here goes nothing. I just have to pick a number and a name. Let's see. Who's the first one? Tatenda Malcolm Madima.
So Malcolm, you will be going
Contestant
first.
number 1.
Wow, right.
Yes.
Okay, so you can move to the left, Malcolm. Second to go up will be
Nikki Tsunudai
Nikki, you're number 2. You
Yes.
can move up. We're live on Facebook. You can
Yes.
watch the
That
proceedings.
one will be Lenmore Takunda.
Learn more. You are 3rd. Okay, and 4th.
Will be, so we know who our final one after this one is. Mildred Gwarai, number
Mildred.
4.
You
And
are
obviously
4th.
our own Ron Ferry.
Ron is going to be
Number
5th.
5th.
Let's confirm. Yes, it is.
Yes.
Okay. All right, guys. All the best. So thanks again to Rialtoville. #7 and up. The stand in Norton is worth $10,500. This is the final round, and if it happens that 2 or more of you are tied, we're going to go into a sudden death shootout. But nobody's going to be shot, don't worry. And there's no clues. You've got 10 seconds strictly to answer, and there's no half marks. So you're either right or you are wrong. So let's get into it then. All the best. So in the studio, Ruvumbo is our timekeeper. Q is the scorer. We've got Tabith, who's our auditor as well, checking that everything is okay. We've got Nigel from Rialtoville, also who is watching on, plus the social media team, Arnold and Valeria. Okay, so first up then, it is you, Malcolm, and your first question in this general knowledge quiz. In which African country would you find the Sphinx? In which African country would you find the Sphinx?
It's Algeria.
Algeria. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's Egypt, Cairo, at the pyramids of Giza. The Sphinx is there. Contestant number 2, Nikki. Which African country was formerly known as Bechuanaland? Which African country was formerly known as Bechuanaland in colonial times?
In Botswana.
Botswana is correct. Yes, Nikki, you are correct. So that's a point for you. Now we go to learn more. Maputo is the capital city of which country?
Mozambique.
Mozambique is confidently said, and that's one correct for you. Mildred, who's the new president of the DRC? Who is the new president of the DRC? Elections were held fairly recently. It's a pass from Mildred. The answer is Felix Tshisekedi. He's the new president of the DRC. Ron, your question number 1. Which country was Idi Amin president of?
Uganda.
Uganda, confidently said. That is correct. That's a mark for you, Ron. So we'll go to the second round of questions. Malcolm, in sport, Langton schoolboy Tinago was known for which sport? Langton schoolboy Tinago, the late, was well known for which sports?
Athletics.
Athletics. No, it's not. He was a boxer, Commonwealth champion, Langton schoolboy Tinago. Nikki, what's the full name of the African leader whose middle name was Kamuzu? The full name of the African leader whose middle name was Kamuzu.
It was Kamuzu Banda.
So we need to know the first name. Oh, time is up. You're so close there, Nikki. It was Hastings Kamuzu Banda. Hastings Kamuzu Banda. There's no half marks, so you don't get anything for that. Learn more. In sports, which country is athletics legend Haile Gebrselassie from? Which country is athletics legend Haile Gebrselassie from?
From Jamaica.
Jamaica. And no, he's from Ethiopia. Lots of Capitalk 100.4 FM listeners were shouting at you to say that it's Ethiopia, the correct answer. To you, Mildred, which is the largest city in Africa by population? Which city in Africa has the largest population? Abuja. You're so close. It's Lagos, Nigeria. It's Lagos. So that one is wrong. Ron. Which country was Cleopatra the queen of?
Egypt.
Egypt, yes, so that is correct. That's one for you, Ron. So at the end of 2 rounds, Ron's got 2 out of 2. He's the leader, but it's early days. 7 questions because it's hashtag 7 and up as Capitalk celebrates turning 7, giving away a stand courtesy of Rialtoville. We are live on Facebook. Back to you, Malcolm. In which province would you find the City of Progress?
Midlands.
Midlands province is Gweru. That is correct. That's one for you, Malcolm. Nikki, your third question. It's also about Zimbabwe. Which Zimbabwean town would you find the suburb of Rimuka? Where would you find the suburb of Rimuka? In which city?
Kadoma.
In Kadoma. Yes, it is. That's correct. That's one for you, Nikki. Rimuka is in Kadoma. Learn more. Which city would you find the suburb of Morningside? Morningside is a suburb in which city in Zimbabwe? Loa is correct. That's one in the bag for you, Learn More. It's getting pretty close, I think. Okay, for you, Mildred, where in Zimbabwe did Operation Noah take place? Where in Zimbabwe did Operation Noah take place? In Mutare. No, it's not. No. Operation Noah was in Kariba. That's when the animals were removed before the lake Kariba was created. So that one is wrong. Ron, your third question. Gwanda is the provincial capital of which province? Gwanda is provincial capital.
Matabeleland. No, south.
Is he within 10 seconds? He's within 10 seconds, so I can take it. So yes, Matt South is correct. By the skin of your teeth there, Ron. So you're the leader with 3 out of 3. Nikki's got 2. Learnmore's got 2 as we head into the 4th round of questions. And for you, Malcolm, in Zimbabwean history, who was Garfield Todd? In Zimbabwean history, who was Garfield Todd? To pass, 10 seconds are done. He was Prime Minister of Rhodesia in the 1950s. Garfield Todd was Prime Minister of Rhodesia. We're learning stuff on the show, eh? Right. Nikki, your 4th question. Who was the Prime Minister of Zimbabwe, Rhodesia?
It was Robert Mugabe.
Let me give you the question again. Who was the Prime Minister of Zimbabwe, Rhodesia? No, it was Bishop Abu Muzorewa in that transition period there. So that's a no. Learn more. Your 4th question. Which river does Birchenough Bridge cross? Which river does Birchenough Bridge?
Salian.
It's the Save is correct. That's 1 for you, Learn More. That's 3 correct for you so far. 19-year-old Learn More doing great, giving away a stand courtesy of Rialtoville. Mildred, we stay with geography. What's the tallest mountain in Zimbabwe? Mountain Yangani is correct. That's 1 for you, Mildred. You are off the mark there. That is correct. Sport question for you, Ron.
Okay.
Byron Black is famous for which sport?
Tennis.
Byron Black. Tennis is correct. Ron has 4 out of 4 at the end of round 4. Learn More is on 3. Nikki's on 2. Malcolm and Mildred are 1 each. So it's still all to play for. A stand courtesy of Rialtoville worth $10,500 in Norton to give away as we celebrate turning 7 years old at Capitalk 100.4 FM. Hashtag 7 and up. Right then, 5th question for you, Malcolm. Can you name 2 of the minerals mined along the Great Dyke of Zimbabwe? Name 2 of the minerals mined along the Great Dyke of Zimbabwe.
Platinum and chrome.
Platinum and chrome, definitely yes. That's one for you, Malcolm. You have 2 correct so far. Nikki, your 5th question. What's the motto on the Zimbabwe coat of arms? The motto on the Zimbabwe coat of arms.
Unity, freedom, peace.
It is unity, freedom and work. So I can't take that, unfortunately, Nick. It's unity, freedom and work on the coat of arms. For you, Learn More, what is Zimbabwe's national flower? What's Zimbabwe's national flower?
Sunflower.
Sunflower. Yeesh, no. Listeners were telling you that it's the flame lily. It's the flame lily is our national flower. Mildred, your 5th question. Which high school did Robert Mugabe attend as a student? Kutama Mission is correct. Yes, that's the second one correct for you, Mildred. Ron, also in Zimbabwean history, where did the first battle of the Second Chimurenga take place? Where did the first battle of the Second Chimurenga take place?
Zimbabwe South in Matabeleland.
No, it's not. No, it's in Chinhoyi. The Chinhoyi 7 monument is there just outside of Chinhoyi where the Second Chimurenga started. So that's the end of the 5th round. 4 correct answers for Ron, 3 for Learn More, 2 for Malcolm, 2 for Mildred and 2 for Nikki as well. So we're really getting into the business end, a crucial stage here. Malcolm, your 6th question. What do these 3 people have in common? John Major, Gordon Brown, Winston Churchill. What do these 3 people have in common? John Major, Gordon Brown, Winston Churchill.
The founder of Harare.
No, that is wrong. They were all the British Prime Ministers. They all served as a Prime Minister of Britain in the past. Nikki, question number 6 for you. Who was the US President first? George W. Bush or George Bush? Who was President first? George W. Bush or George Bush?
George Bush.
George Bush is correct. Yes, that's one for you, Nikki. Yes, it was father and son. The son was George W. Bush. Learn More. Question number 6 for you. In which country would you find Big Ben, the monument Big Ben? Argentina. No, it's in Britain. In London is Big Ben. So you dropped one there. Mildred, in history, what was the National Socialist German Workers' Party commonly known as? The National Socialist German Workers' Party was commonly known as what? To pass? It's the Nazi Party. That was the Nazi Party. Ron, in which country would you find the Leaning Tower of Pisa? In which country is correct? Yes, the Leaning Tower of Pisa is in Italy. So that's a 5th correct answer for Ron. Let's get into the final round and see who's going to win this stand courtesy of Rialtoville. Last one for you, Malcolm. Who was the host of the Oscars this year, recently? Who hosted the Oscars?
In America.
I mean, which person was the MC, the host?
Trevor Noah.
Trevor Noah. No, it was Jimmy Kimmel. Jimmy Kimmel hosted the Oscars. Last one for you, Nikki. Who played the character of John Wick in the film franchise of the same name? Who played John Wick? It was Keanu Reeves. Keanu Reeves. Last one for you. Learn more. We're going to the movies. Which action film series would you find Will Smith and Martin Lawrence partnering as police detectives? Which action film series would you find Will Smith and Martin Lawrence partnering as police detectives?
Can I say something? Sorry. There's a pop-up that is coming on the screen, on this computer screen. Some of them have got answers.
Oh,
Oh,
hold on. Let's
just
fix
a
that.
ten.
Just seen it
to-
now when you asked. Something popped up and I noticed on this computer screen.
Ah, right. Thank you, Ron, for transparency, for pointing that out. Q's going to fix that.
Very good.
We're giving away a stand worth $10,500 courtesy of Rialtoville.
Hold on. I've just put something up while we fix that. I think it's the
So what's up?
Where's the? Oh, here. Like here, where it says EB
But that was the wrong answer for that one.
Don't follow everything you see.
Yeah, don't follow everything you
Is it
see.
the WhatsApp screen?
Yeah,
Is it done?
It's the WhatsApp
yeah,
screen.
but you never know. I think the WhatsApp has got the application here, so it always pop.
Ah, okay.
Okay, so at what point did this start popping up?
I just seen it now on the last one. You mentioned the question
Okay.
for this.
So we'll take it from there, yeah?
Okay, you haven't answered yet, yeah?
No, he hasn't answered.
Okay.
You ready? Okay.
Right, okay, we are back. We're live on Facebook, so we just sorted out a little issue there. Thanks for pointing that out, Ron. So our WhatsApp is giving a pop-up on one of the screens. So these are listeners from answers, so they may or may not have been correct if they popped up. Anyway, but I'm seeing some wrong and some correct there. Okay, learn more. We were through your question, you hadn't answered yet. Which action film series would you find Will Smith and Martin Lawrence partnering as police detectives? Okay, it's Bad Boys. Mildred, your last question. Who played the character of John Rambo in the popular film franchise Rambo? Who played John Rambo? It's Sylvester Stallone. Sylvester Stallone played Rambo. And last one for you, Ron. Which movie character likes to drink his vodka martini shaken, not stirred?
James Bond.
James Bond. 007, that is correct. Yes, shaken, not stirred, a famous line from the movies. Right, we're going to check who the winner is. Ooh, Becky. It's tense. It is tense. It is tense.
Can I breathe now?
Please.
Yes, you can remove the corset. Man, that was hectic.
Wow. Okay, so we will
All
reveal
right,
when Q
Mr.
is
Steve
done.
Vickers, I think this is in order. We'll just congratulate all the contestants who took part in the final round as we find out who our stand winner is. We had Mr. Chaks, who was our timekeeper, and today seems like the time was just moving fast.
It was flying.
Like before you knew it, it was like 5 seconds.
Are you sure it was 10
Right?
seconds?
I saw Malcolm like shaking his head almost there for a moment, like, oh my gosh, what's happening? I was with you, Malcolm. I was there. I was like, oh my god. Mildred, who else was there? Nikki, Lenmore, the youngest, and Mr. Ron J. Fury. Yo, one of you. If you were counting score, I'm sure. But anyway, back to you, Mr. Steve Vickers.
Okay then, so Nigel from Rialtoville is here. He's going to say a few words after we reveal the winner. As I was saying, this is one of the biggest moments in the history of Zimbabwean radio, because Capitalk on 100.4 FM giving away a whole stand in Norton worth $10,500. Thank you so much, Nigel. Thank you so much, Rialtoville. Thanks to everybody who entered from when we first publicised this on radio and on social media as well, for the great response. Thanks to the 5 of you for coming in. And wow, there could only be one winner. That is the highest of the 5 of you. For the rest of you, by the way, there will be hampers outside courtesy of Victoria Foods, so you won't go home empty-handed. Okay then, so this was tough, wasn't it? This was tough, guys.
It was.
Some of those questions, they were just so tough. You got tough questions, Mildred. You got tough questions. But we did the draw beforehand, isn't it, to determine who got which questions. Okay then, so finishing with 2, and in last place it is Mildred. Well done for taking part. Say something. Say something.
I'm happy.
Going this far, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm happy to be the last 5.
Yes.
I'm happy.
And you told us last time you're a big Capitalk listener.
Yes.
Well, so thanks for being on. Okay then, so Mildred had 2. Also with 2 marks was Malcolm. Malcolm, well tried, you didn't make it.
Yeah, actually my best,
Yes.
but the questions were a bit tough.
Compared to last time?
Yeah, they were tough. And I want to congratulate the winner in the interview, not forgetting Capitalk for giving us this opportunity.
Thank you.
You were great, Malcolm, you were great, because you did so well last time, and then they weren't the right questions for you maybe, but you get yourself a hamper outside. 2 people were tied on 3 marks. So when I've told you those 2, then we'll know who the winner is. Learn more, 19 years old, you didn't make it, but you were fantastic, and you were flying along early on because you got 3 of your first 4 correct, and then, I don't know, what happened? Tell us.
I tried, but there's something that happened.
Something happened.
I don't know. I don't
Yeah. Oh, you're doing so
can't
well.
explain, but I just hate. I just want to congratulate the winner,
Yeah.
and I just want to congratulate Capitalk for 10 and 7 years.
Oh, thank you.
You were great. 19 years old, our youngest. Also, on 3 is Nikki. Your runner-up, your joint runner-up, Nikki.
Yeah.
Tell us how it was.
It's been quite a journey. I'm so excited. Thank you so much, Capitalk FM. Thank you so much, both of you. It was interesting because I got to research on some things.
Yes, you did.
It was like going back
Right.
to school again.
Right.
Thank you so much.
Okay. All right, let's stand up and congratulate our winner. He's in tears. Ron, you have done it. Taking his glasses off, he's in tears. Ron. Oh, wow. Well done, well done.
So the last time when the contestants came through,
I saw him earlier.
the last time when the contestants came through, like, as they were going out, he stayed behind. He was like, "Oh, I can't be in here, not take a picture with Becky, right?" So I take a picture with him, and I'm like, "How are you feeling about this?" Like, "Yo, I really need to win this because my parents' place burned down."
Oh,
So, I mean, look at that.
ish.
Look at that. Congratulations.
Oh, wow. Ron, move closer to the mic and tell us more about that story. It's okay if you sob. We love it.
For the likes. My parents' home burnt down about 4 years ago. It's just a freak accident. One of my kids left the candle on when they were running to school early morning. And they forgot to switch it off with the power cuts. No one expected that. And then the house burnt down. Literally lost everything.
Wow.
And the hardest part about it is, I live where I work, which has been an advantage for our kind of work with horses. So I've always had somewhere to stay. And funny enough, just a few days ago, I don't know if I should say this on radio, but I just got word that my farm that I've been trying to build for the last 4 years, someone took it and for some reason I lost my farm 4 years ago. I mean, just recently, 4 days ago. And I was just saying to God, okay, Father, this is what it is. I do not know how you're planning this. Now I don't have a place to stay. At least if I do make it through this fight, you know, I know my parents will have a home. I know they can start somewhere while we're building their home. As for me, I'm grateful at least where I work is where I stay. But I know you have a plan. I didn't know what it is, so I just thank God and for everyone involved behind the scenes. And I know it is hard, especially the times we're in. But I just want to encourage people, don't even stop believing that God can still do things.
Come
because
on.
He does.
Wow.
He does. He does.
That's just so inspiring. That's just so wonderful. You're a worthy winner, Ron. Well done. You put in a lot of hard work
I
as
think
well.
I put enough. I hardly had time to study. I was busy working.
That's so beautiful. So thanks to all of our participants. Thanks for listening as well. I know you're a staunch listener, Ron, so we appreciate that greatly as well. Okay, Nigel from Rialtoville, please say a few words. Thanks so much for making this possible.
Okay, I just want to say congratulations to Mr. Ron.
Okay.
A few words.
That was a few words indeed. Thanks to Ravimba, thanks to Q for the scoring, to Tabith, our auditor, Valeria and Arnold from social media. And wow, this has been fantastic. Becky, I don't think we could have scripted this any better. Eh?
Absolutely.
Wow.
I'm crying, don't go, Steve.
At least our runners up go home with something.
Yes, Victoria Foods says
Anyone
there
going
is
through
no
town, let
way.
me know because I've got a vehicle I could drop you.
Oh, look at him! Look at him! So we've got giveaways from Victoria Foods, beautiful hampers, and they say you guys have come this far. You can't go home empty-handed. You did your very best. So thank you all for coming through. It is Capitalk 100.4 FM, Harare's Heartbeat. We just completed the final round, and we've got a winner. Not so sure if he's going to start like building